Angeles, Minnesota. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Minnesota Vikings. Tyler Loop is out and about ready to send this one away. And off we go from Minneapolis. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. The first carry for the speedy Dylan Sampson. He's got room to roam. The 30. Gets the 10. He does it. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings take a 6-0 lead right away. So one snap, and they're in the end zone, Brock. Tell those stat keepers to be ready. Might be a very busy game for them.
I'm kind of up for that. You kind of like this little pace?
A hundo, partner, 100%.
And to do it on the ground, to boot. What a way to begin the proceedings. The first punch thrown in the 4-quarter boxing match ends up being a haymaker.
Set to kick this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. And they're going to run for the first time now with the rookie from Boise State. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Run loss of a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
The pass on 2nd down. He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Vikings sending out nickel coverage here on 3rd down.
Hey, Cap. Home to strike.
Herbert now. Into the hands of Ganson. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Herbert from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Looking quickly, trying to get set again.
Chargers first down.
Throwing on first is Herbert. Cut near the goal line. And this is down all the way to the 3. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
First and goal, they're hoping for an opening drive touchdown. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
And the defender comes away with it. Picked off. That's Teddy Buchanan.
That's one of those drives, Kate, especially on the opening drive. You come to the sidelines, and all you're thinking about, unfortunately, is the failure at the end. It's kind of like being a student. You're so good all semester, and then you just bomb the final exam.
Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. Hand off to Sampson. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions, from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. A gain of 15 there. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
And the Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
It's Sampson running out of the gun. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Cam Hart's up for the tackle that time.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Catch is made by Dylan Sampson. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
It's a gain of 14
It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll give to Sampson here up the middle. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. So a fresh set of downs now from the 39.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Going to the ground again on first. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run. Offense in the hurry up here. On 3rd down, they'll go with Sampson. And the 2nd down run produces 7 before they bring him down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
McCarthy fires out wide, complete. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Trying the left side with Sampson. And he's sent out of bounds after an 8-yard pickup, so they've got 2nd and 2.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
And the Vikings first down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
It's Vikings ball as we return for the second, and they've got to be thinking points here. Sampson. Will take it in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Reichert on for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Vikings double their lead to 14. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. And he fields this one, but is not going to return it from the end zone. So the ball is going to be placed down at the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
To the line on 1st and 10. Chargers beneficiaries of some good field position.
Set. 380. Line. Ready.
Hand off to the back. And it looks like they'll give him about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Hits his running back. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
The gun, they'll give it to him inside. This is going to be down to about the opposing 36 for their next snap. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. They've got first down here from the 36. Throwing now out of the shotgun. On the move into the red zone. And he is all the way ahead to the 13-yard line. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
From the red zone now.
Los Angeles.
This one's caught. And that play is brought to a halt, you're going to say, at the 5-yard line. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. 2nd and 3 now.
Go line.
Throw is caught. Touchdown, L.A. The Chargers start to fight back with their first points of this game.
Touchdown, LA.
Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. Great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Chargers 7.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Fields this one at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Sampson. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done. Big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. 1st down, and they go right back to him. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
2nd down carry for Sampson. And this drives him back at a field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
So when Reed, they'll give it to Sampson. And this is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
1st and 10. It's McCarthy. Buying some time right. Now here he goes. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 20-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now
just 2 minutes to play here in our opening half. It's the Vikings holding the lead at U.S. Bank Stadium. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Hand off here to Sampson. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. L.A. uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. 7th play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6. They'll throw. 3rd and long. It's in or no. They dropped another one. Picks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. But it does force a 4th down.
Will Reichard on for the Vikings field goal.
Reichard connects there. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you're looking for in the caution.
And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's going to be good for an L.A. 1st down.
And the Chargers 1st down.
Now Herbert to throw. Short pass brought in. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Let's go, let's go. Cap it.
Tight end going in motion here. Throwing now, Herbert. He's got Quentin Johnson complete. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
1st down, Chargers.
1st down now, ball at the 33.
Home to try.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4. Chargers hurrying to the line as the seconds tick away.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
To throw, Herbert. Vikings bring pressure, and they got him. Offense to the line fast.
And it's third down. Third and long.
Hey, go line. 59. Go.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. On a quick slant, it's Johnston. The stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line.
It's a gain
Dose of the hurry up here.
Go.
Another Chargers first.
Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. It's inside the 10. And they're going to have 1st and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there. Offense letting the clock reach 3 seconds as they take the timeouts, and they can try a field goal now before halftime. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. A very short kick here from the right hash. Oops, knocks it through. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. To the line on 1st and 10. Chargers beneficiaries of some good field position. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. They go play action. Here's Herbert. Finds the in route complete. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
On 3rd down, Herbert. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
That's cut beyond the marker. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
First down, Chargers.
Now they send their back in motion right. Herbert to throw once more. Throw left side, complete. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
59, 21.
Receiver in motion. He's headed right.
Go.
Herbert throwing again. Trying to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Quick pass, right side, complete. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Hey, go lion.
It's Herbert once more. Finds a man right side. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
First and goal, Chargers.
They'll try and punch it in. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Chargers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Here's Luke for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers make it 17 all.
17. Tyler Luke set to kick off.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Doesn't like what he sees, so we got a touchback. And they're going to begin this drive at the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Sampson on the carry. And all that for a single yard. What an effort to get what he could there. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
36-yard line.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
A toss here to Sampson. Now that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. Working quickly here.
Brought down back at the 32.
On 3rd and long, it's McCarthy. That's incomplete left side. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that brings up 4th and long.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Back to throw it. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go.
One way or the other, that was going to be a decisive play to break this tie. They thought that they could pick it up, no question about it, and build some momentum down the field. But how about a shout-out to that defense, now setting their offense up in great position.
Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped Gronk, and now they stay out there for 3rd down.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
Maybe a little rattled after that near interception. Let's see how he plays this on 3rd and long. Play action now for Herbert. Pass caught. It's Hunter. Touchdown, Los Angeles! The Chargers take a 3rd quarter lead. Here's Luke for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers break that tie and now lead by 7.
Vikings 17.
All set up, here's Luke to kick it away. Ty Felton here to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. They'll run. Here's Sampson. He's going to bring this down to their 35. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
Best run games in this league at balance can run it inside, as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Running right with Sampson. And they help him out of bounds after a gain of close to 3, so 2nd and 7 coming up.
Out of
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Jonas Sanker in from the secondary, making that stop.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up
Throwing on third, McCarthy. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Well, no luck on his first look of the game, and that leaves them with 4th and 5. Offense staying out there, looks like they're going for it. He'll throw it. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
They'll run here on first down. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offensive confidence.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Handoff now out of the gun. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB is going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12.
Go. Black 80, black.
3rd and long for him here. Going to the left side, and Johnston has it. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Let's go, let's go. Set.
1st and 10, Herbert. Dumped off to his running back. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Chargers football as they try to hang on to a lead in a close game. Back to the line they come, 2nd down.
5, set. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. That's complete to Johnston, outright. And no yak this time, they got on him quickly, down at the 32-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Oh, he put him in the spin cycle. Going to defender, we've got a foot race. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. And you keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
At the 13-yard line.
Back-to-back carries here. And he only gets this one down to the 9.
Go.
Offense in a hurry up here.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Crowd right.
Herbert now, blitz coming. He's got it. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. Here's the handoff. And he's over the line and in. Touchdown, L.A. The Chargers go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there. Not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense. And that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
Felton now to return this. And he made a push for the 30-yard line before going out just a bit shy.
At their own 29-yard line.
Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll give to Sampson here up the middle. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
One thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He was looking DK Metcalf's way there. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Desperation time here. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
Herbert, quick out wide, complete. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd and goal.
They give it to him up the middle. And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Loop tacks on the extra point. And the Chargers stretch their lead to 21.
Vikings 17. Tyler Loop set to kick off.
All set up. Here's Loop to kick it away. Has this at the 6. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there. And that is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30. Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. Look at that power. Deep left side. He drops it. Oh, a huge gain in hand, but he couldn't finish the catch. Second and 10, still at the 28. McCarthy looking to throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Offense up to the line fast.
It's fourth down.
It's the 2-minute warning here in Minneapolis. Vikings hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Back to the air, McCarthy. This finds its target. That's Metcalf. Clock working against him here as they hurry to that line.
15 yards. And the Vikings, first down.
This might be a free play for him. Trying to push deep downfield. Full extension, and he brings it in! So the deep shot connects on the free play. Brock made it really easy to decline that offsides flag. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got first and 10 from the red zone. On play action now, McCarthy. And oh, he got it! Interception! And the Chargers take over as he records his 10th career INT.
You knew it before this drive started, the field goal was not going to be good enough, but that meant the coverage also knew how to play it, how to concentrate, how to focus, and those defenders, they influenced that throw, and even more so, took it away. And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Short pass brought in. And he's going to be escorted out right along that 35-yard line. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. All set to go now from the 35.
Chargers, first down. A gain of 27 on the play. First down.
They're going to pass it here. We've got a screen to the running back. Blast through midfield. Spinning into space. At the 20. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers keep adding to that fourth quarter lead. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Felton now to return this. A big hit there. He's not even going to make it back to the 20.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Vikings to the line now. Here's first and 10. It's Sampson running out of the gun. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Loss of the yard. Brings up second and 11.
On the shotgun, McCarthy. Completes downfield to Felton. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
And the Vikings, first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Hand off to Sampson. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. Offense in the hurry up here.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
Off play action. It's McCarthy. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
This is not going to get it done on third down. They catch him behind the line. This goes for a loss. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. and they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Hands are tied. Gotta have it on this 4th down. McCarthy to throw for it. Throw is caught by the back. And they are sent off the field. They had to go for it. Defense knew it was coming. That's a turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Dumps it off to his running back. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. And the timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game. Completed over the middle. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play.
It's a gain of 17.
All right, 1 more snap to play here.
Chargers first down.
380. Go. 380.
Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Thrown all the way to the end zone here. And it's incomplete. Kept the pedal down, though, the whole way, still taking shots until the very last play. So the Chargers take this one on the road. And it's not quite a full game shutout, Brock, but keeping that other side off the board in the second half, that sure went a long way towards securing them this win. Made things a lot easier for